Hello everyone, and welcome to my reaction to episode 192 and 193 of Dragon Ball Z. In the live chat, we have Niharu, Antonio, Espada, Ivan has joined us, Walid is here, Nafisa, Booty, Michael's here, Antonio, the saintly Marco just subbed, welcome, Zelatar, shout out to Sotos. I think his boss called him, I'm not sure, his boss just calls him and talks about everything because apparently his wife doesn't pay enough attention to him. Odinoko is here. Welcome everyone. These episodes today, I've watched 5 already. This is the last 2. This is the last 2. They have been wild. So I feel like right about now I'm ready for things to slow down, you know? In YouTube, you are on the 90th episode. Yes, so it has helped a lot to avoid spoilers, but I'm about 100 episodes ahead actually of based on what I'm posting on YouTube. We're still stuck in the Frieza fight there on Namek. Everything is available on Patreon though in advance, but I post about two videos per week to YouTube. That's about 4 episodes. So I feel like we can finally breathe a sigh of relief. I'm almost done with this. Nani? Is he still alive? Piccolo is like, I think he understands Vegeta in this moment because at one point Piccolo was in the same boat. You know, he didn't see anyone else as Nakama. Remember, he was gonna take over the world. How do you feel? No, let go of that energy. Grow! Let it grow! Oh! Oh man, he's just having a moment. It's okay, we've all felt that way at some point in our lives. Torikuda! Toriku! He's got his mic in his hand again. I love moments like that. There's so much comedy in something so simple. First of all, him running from so far with his like Mr. Satan and then running and then he's like sa 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 sa. Like that's funny. They could have done it a different way, but they did it that way because it's funny. Do you think he's got the film still? Oh no. This guy said he couldn't see anything after the explosion. Don't do it. Don't do it, Hercules or whatever. Don't do it. He did it. Look, we can be related. Bishito. Bishito, Bishito. Yeah, well, Gohan wouldn't want the attention anyway of you bunch of saps. Chichi knows the truth. We know the truth. Thank you. I'm sorry, I don't have any noodles left. Pasta, I mean. Oh. Is he? What a lively dead person. Someone was asking earlier, why does Dente have that staff? He's like 6, not 100. And I was just like, for effect while he was standing and watching. He doesn't need it. What about Trunks? Is he dead? Oh my gosh, look at how he's carrying Trunks. No dignity. But I guess there's not really a dignified way to carry a full-grown man. No matter how dead he is. Yeah, wildly strong. The strongest in the universe, some might say. Well, now that Cell is defeated. Who is she killed? Who? Who? You're embarrassing me. Come on, dude. Cue the flashback to the kiss. Awesome. You should go back and try with Maron again. They get 2 wishes, right? I think you guys can turn the sub-only chat off again for now. Poor Ray using his points. Come forth, OG Shenron! Don't... OG Shenron! Welcome back, Shenron. The chat got revived with Shenron. Yeah, but he looks like OG Shenron. That's enough. It's based on the original model of Shenron. It's the same voice. Trunks, they're gonna revive him? Okay, but before you revive my son, remain like that for just 5 more minutes. I don't know if you guys read about this whole thing where they've revived direwolves. Like, oh, they're unextinct. Like, bitch, they're not. They're extinct, and you made something that looks like them. It's not this in the Dragon Ball world. Sure, it's the same. Whatever. In the real world, it's not the same. I don't think so. I don't know what you guys think, but I don't think it's the same. And you know what's to me is the scariest part. Like, you know, some rich prince somewhere is going to want to own one of them, and they're gonna end up selling them or something, and it's gonna cause a whole new fucking, like, just, what's that thing about You thought so much about whether you could. You didn't think whether you should. Can we just like protect the species we have left? But that's just my feeling. He's gonna... Or she's gonna want to bring 17 back.
デンデが新たに作り直しドラゴンボールとシェンロン無視やと思って木を探っていたのだがやはり孫の木は感じられない。もう一つ願いが叶えられる。二つ目の願いを言え。悟空を孫悟空をなんとか生き返らせることはできませんか。孫悟空はすでに生き返ったことがある。それは不可能だ。やっぱり不可能だってよ。いやきっと何かいい方法があるはずだ。考えろ。
You want to go through all that again? No, no, don't take a chance. You know the timelines can come out differently based on small differences. Smallest, like the flap of a butterfly's wing. Don't risk that. Sorry. No. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
本家のシェンロンポルンガなら死んだ人間を何度でも生き返らせることが。みんなちょっと待ってくれよ。え、オラだ。悟空だ。悟空。お父さん。あの世から喋ってんだけど、ちょっと聞いてくれ。ずいぶん前にブルマから言われたことがあんだ。このオラが悪い奴らを引きつけてるみてえだってな。確かにそうだろ。
That's not true. Strength just begets more strength. It's not you. Don't do it. Don't.
確かにそうかもしれん。ブルマのやつ余計なことを。別に犠牲になろうって言ってんじゃねえぞ。ほら地球を救ったりしたから海王様が特別扱いしてくれんだってよ。その人やセルみてえな悪者は魂だけになっちゃうんだけど、オラには体を残しといてくれんだ。このまま年食わねえんだ。あの世には過去の達人とかもいてさ、結構楽しめそうなんだ。過去の達人か。海王様も今のシェンロンの力で生き切れたんだけど、やめてオラと付き合ってくれんだって。父やご飯には悪いと思うんだけど、生き切らせてくんなくていいや。ご飯はすでにオラよりしっかりしてるしな。そんなことないよお父さん。というわけだ。じゃあな、いつかおめえたちが死んじまったらまた会おうな。
Once you will die, I'll see you again.
Goku.
I don't think it had anything to do with him.
あいつ死人のくせに妙に明るいから。
But I think that was just an excuse, maybe. I think he just feels like it's not his time. Like, this is how things turned out, and he accepts that.
あいつガキの頃からずっとあのノリだったぜ。
Oh my gosh! Look how cute he is! So fucking cute.
ま、いっか。
Maika. Oh, I remember that when he lost his tail, he was freaking out for like 3 seconds, and then he was like, Maika.
いつも置いてけぼりを食うのは俺たちだ。あいつはそういうやつだ。奴を殺そうとしていたこの俺に先祖を食わせて、その上神になることも断りやがった。
He's the kind of person that inspires people to be better.
いつも優しくて。
Oh, little Pochama here.
そしていつも僕に勇気を与えてくれた。
Goku wouldn't want you to be sad.
お父さん、ありがとう。
Celebrate. Be thankful. Oh no. He's like, dudes, I wanna go back to my nap. Wait, what did he say? I'm awaiting the second wish all this time. Oh my goodness. I watched Gurren Lagann, and after a certain episode I had to take a break. But this is not the same. This is more like, I feel more acceptance here. And the little part of me is like, they'll need him. Eventually they might not need him now, so he's like, let sleeping dogs lie. He's like, this is how things turned out, and I accept that. But they're gonna need him eventually, right? Don't tell me. I wonder if 18 is gonna revive 17, and I wonder if that's even possible. I feel like she's gonna pop up behind the pillar and be like... I was gonna say, how about a lifetime supply of strawberries?
シェンロン、人造人間の17号と18号を元の人間に戻してやってくれないか。
That's when she fell in love with him. She felt he was cute before, but... Oh. What? Then he couldn't revive Goku anyway, because Goku's power exceeds his own. Oh, the original humans.
あいつは死んだんじゃねえのか。17号が生き返っていても不思議ではない。そういうことか。
じゃあ、せめてあの二人の体の中に取り付けられている爆破装置を取り除いてやってくれないか。やった。
It's better than wishing for a necklace. No, I do know that they were based on, like, they had a base, a human base. I understand that. I don't think 16 had a base though, right? What confuses me is, well, first I was thinking he can't bring them back to life because their power exceeds his own. But I think it was more than that. It wasn't just about returning them to life. It was about returning them to who they were before, which is like, I think it has more to do with like, maybe he can't, because they are existing beings now and they're alive, but they're not who they were. But to take them back to who they were, he would have to change who they are. It's like, I think he just felt like, nope, can't do that. Their power is too strong. Whatever. 17, 18 are more like cyborgs than androids. Okay, but they're called androids, right? In the Japanese, they're called artificial humans. In the English, they're called androids. I didn't know that was the reason. I always thought because it's hard for him to bring them back to original, because it requires to know every single flesh or something and replace it. Yeah, maybe it's too, like, because remember, he brings people back to life. And they're not, they've been changed into something else. It's like they're too inorganic. Like past the point where he can reverse it. Bringing people back to life is still, it's an organic process. And they're too far not organic anymore. That's the reason. See? So he didn't mean their power is past his own. It was more like what they are is beyond his understanding now. They're too inorganic for him to mess with. Perfect sense.
だってよ、かわいそうじゃねえか。体の中に爆弾があるなんてさ。しんですね、クリリンさんって。
Yeah.
ヤムチャさん、すいませんでした。俺が勝手なことしちゃったから、彼女にネックレスあげられなくて。
バカ言え。あれはギャグに決まってんじゃねえか。参ったな。
参ったな。ギャグ。
ヤムチャさん。
Aww.
それにしてもクリリン、なぜ17号の爆弾まで。
確かに俺18号のこと好きだったけど、18号には17号がさ。
I don't think
しょうがねえや。
I don't think 17 swings that way.
恋愛というやつらしい。わからない。
わからない。
18号。バカ。17号は私の双子の弟だよ。双子の弟？
クリリンやったじゃねえか。兄弟だってよ。
What? Oh, like fraternal. What's it when you're different? You get identical and then fraternal.
だからってその気になるなよ。爆弾のことだって感謝なんかしてないからな。このタコ。
タ
たな。あらら、おいおいクリリン、またななんて言ったってことは。落ち着けよクリリン。
I'm not really invested in their relationship.
この中じゃ俺が一番恋愛経験が豊富だからな。
少しは希望が。
放送率高そうだからな。
Aww, that's not my baby love.
嬉しいのも半分ぐらいだな。やっぱり悟空がいないと。
I don't know if I've brought this up before. I always said that from the very beginning of One Piece. I think Espada, you would remember, because you've been watching my early One Piece reactions. I always said that I'm a big sucker for romance, and that's why with shonen, with One Piece specifically, I said back then I don't think I'll ever give it a perfect 10 because it needs a little bit of romance, you know? And I'm not just talking about romance for someone over there and someone over there. I'm talking about the main characters, because I just feel like it's such a big part. Not every single person falls in love, and you know, you have a romantic, asexual people, whatever, or people who just don't care, people who are preoccupied with other things in their life. But your average person, more often than not, at one point in life falls in love. It's just it's a part of life for not every single person, but for many. You know, because otherwise, how would we populate the earth? It's not like we barf out eggs for, like, we're not piccolos. So my point is, I think that's always going to be a little bit, and I understand why a story would want to avoid that if it has a different purpose. But I like how, even if it hasn't, it's not a romance, so I don't expect to explore it like a romance. But I love how we've gotten, you know, Goku with Chi-Chi, Bulma with Yamcha, but then that didn't work out even, and then the whole Vegeta thing, but they're not married. Like, it's life. Like, that's what happens. People, and it's the way that it handles it for a shonen is so perfect, because it just kind of like, yeah, that happened, and then that. So it's not like we need to explore it, but knowing that they're falling in love and these things are happening, that feels so real to me, you know? So I really appreciate that aspect of the story a lot. It's very unique to me for a shonen. Chowza. Where's lunch?
多分みんなとも
Yeah,
みんな
go find lunch and then start your life with her.
さよなら。チャオズさんによろしく。
ご飯孫悟空のこと絶対に忘れないからな。お母さんを大事にしろよ。
Oh, you're the man of the house now.
トランクス、今のお前の力なら未来の人造人間も簡単に倒せるだろうな。頑張れ。いろいろありがとうございました。じゃあな。
トランクスさんはいつ未来に行くの？
Tien said, Goku gone. I'll never talk to you guys again then. Bye.
今日は一晩ぐっすり寝て、明日立とうと思ってます。
よし、明日見送りに行くよ。
コロさんはここで暮らしていくんですか？
ああ、そのつもりだ。
時々遊びに来てもいいですか？
もちろんだ。
もちろん.
本当にご苦労様でした。またねでんで。本当に遊びに来てね。
Aww.
またねポポさん。よし、新しい明日に向かってさ
あ。またね。
明日カプセルコーポレーションに行きますからね。また。
He probably said sayonara because it's not like he'll see him anytime soon.
父さんが前が殺されて相当頭にきたんだろうな。
Yeah, he did that. Oh, he did that. Your daddy's a good guy. Yeah. Ah. See, nature versus nurture. Just needed Bulma to smack some sense into it.
お母さん。
悟空さんは死んじまったが生き返ることも断ると悟空さんらしいな。
You don't want to mess too much with life and death. I get it. It's like, it's unnatural. I mean, this whole world is unnatural, but you don't want to take things too far. There's a line. But I still think that someday he's gonna have to.
僕はいつもお父さんを感じることができるんだよ。 お父さんはちゃんと生きてるんだから。
ご飯の言う
It's not
通
the
り
same.
悟空さんが自分で決めたんだ。好きにさせてやれ。
I had a strange thought. If someone time traveled to the past and died there, would their soul go to the version of paradise that exists in that timeline, or would it return to the paradise from their original timeline? I would assume that the death space realm would transcend time, but that wouldn't make sense because then there would be like multiple of each person. So they'd probably go to the original. Zelatar says to me, you go in the timeline that you're in. Maybe. Because wouldn't future Trunks and present Trunks technically have the same soul? Yes, because he is future Trunks. Wait, no, they don't have the same soul. It's a future soul, or it's a different timeline soul. Different timelines are different timelines. It's a very loaded concept. Yeah, but we wouldn't know. But I would say different timelines means it's not like if Trunks died in one timeline, he dies in all the timelines because he has the same soul. I think there's no timeline in Death Realm. There's only one name in King Yenma's book, so I don't know. Thank you. Thank you for the gift sub. Sai Loan gifted a tier 1 sub to Chrisser. But anyway, yeah, it's a complicated topic. Straw Hat also says, I assume you go to the heaven of your timeline because heaven seems to be a realm. Goku can instant transmission to King Kai after all. It's a location in the world. Yeah, like a realm or a dimension that is accessible from your timeline, but maybe not from other timelines. So
元気でね。
can we talk about Vegeta's nice shirt and how his shirt color is Bulma's hair color? Look at the baby Trunks. Look at even Gohan in a suit. They look funnily drawn though. I'm not gonna lie. It's like all the big animators were given a break, so they were like, okay, bring in the ones who are still learning. Okay, you guys can do this. I'm joking, but this was perfect. So perfect. Everyone is wearing an armband in mourning. What's an armband? Oh, I've never heard about that. What? Oh.
元気でね。
Oh, even Trunks. That is a nice shirt, though. How much Trunks must love Gohan, bro? He saves his ass in every timeline. Honku, 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 honku. Do you want to be spoiled?
Yes.
Because you edit my videos, but you don't really care.
Yes. You don't get to spoil many people.
You know how Grinch's heart grew 10 sizes that day?
Yeah.
Vegeta got the heart. He saw his son die in front of him, and then it like ignited something, and he was like, he couldn't stay. He became a bit more human. Look at the scene. Look at the
So
scene.
his heart grew.
Look at the scene.
元気でね。
Saying goodbye. Trunks is saying goodbye.
Oh, he's going back to the future or what?
He grew. You'll have to see it. You'll see it happen. It
Yeah,
was
I'll
very
probably
good.
see it, yeah.
It's exciting. You're gonna like those episodes when you edit them.
気をつけるのよ。
Sayonara.
元気でな。またな。
Honku doesn't care. Honku doesn't watch. He just.
お父さん。
セルゲームが終わってから1ヶ月再び平和な日々が訪れて
No! Twin B asks, probably silly of me to ask, but do you now kind of get the Vegeta fans? No, they don't understand the journey that you have to have with the character before they jump down your throat, and you should like him. So they don't allow other people to have the same journey, so they still suck ass. I don't get them. The true Vegeta fans are the ones who didn't jump down my throat. But they never were a problem. It wasn't them.
ねえだな。行儀の悪いとこは悟空さんにそっくりだ。帰ってきたら。
And I had to say that while my mom is in the next room and is probably thinking, what the hell is she talking about? He's wearing that outfit! So cute!
父には内緒だけどな。
そうだね。本当に平和が戻ったんだよね。
さあ、父に土産でも探して帰るか。
よし。
おい、
僕お父さんと遊んだとこ。
ってどこだそりゃ。
お兄ちゃん早く。
ここのはずだよ。
Isn't this where DBZ maybe started with that waterfall?
それだよ。
おお、やっぱりここか。後ろだ。
これが欲しいなら少し分けてあげるから。お行儀悪いぞ。
So DB, these creatures. Remember when Goku saved Bulma from one of these? Punched him in the belly.
悪いからだよ。
Gambare, gambare, Trunks. Aww. Oppa!
プライドの高いとこは
When a baby falls like that, not too hard, it's best to not not worry, because if you worry, they worry and they cry more easily. But if you're like, oh, whoopsies, ha 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 ha, they go like, oh, yeah, I'm okay. Oh, yeah, I'm okay. And then the next time, I mean, obviously, if a kid really hurts themselves, you shouldn't play it off. But generally, you just let them fall. Paige cries less now when she falls because her parents, Lydia and Sheldon, they don't like worry. And even now, I have learned I just go, Oppa!
父さんいいぞいいぞトランクス。あ、一人で立ちなさい。
立ちなさい. Ah, he's so chubby. Ah. Oh God. But yeah, sure, he helped. He took the head, as someone said. Mr. Satan Special.
超戦隊ミスターサタンのすべてを大公開いたします。
Strongest man on earth. Do you think he can break the last one this time? Satan, Satan.
今の俺はあの時の俺ではない。あれから密かに特訓した。
さすがに我らが英雄ミスターサタンです。
ちょっと貸せ。テレビを見ている良い子は絶対に真似しないようにな。約束だぞ。
また1枚残った。たがなんと19枚もの瓦が砕けるべき破壊力です。
You know, for a regular human, it's not bad. But even Yamcha could do that.
今日もビデオを留守録にしてきたからバッチリだ。
Gregory!
王様、ミスターサタンもなかなかの役者だな。まあいっか。ほらもう関係ねえしな。
That's a good attitude.
ところで悟空、そろそろわしらも血を作って落ち着かんといかん。
はい王様、だけどもあの世じゃ大工さんどこいるんだ？
A carpenter in the next world.
バブルスが作んのか？海王様に。
Gregory!
わしとお前で戦うんじゃよ。
Gregory has a hammer.
こういうことか。
Wait, who has the hammer?
ほら壊すのは得意だけど作るのあんましうまくねえぞ。
If you're a true man, like no one is more man than you, Goku, but a true man, to put the cherry on top of your manliness, you must learn how to build stuff. And the woman must learn how to cook.
さて始めるとするか。
Is this? Who's this?
その頃タイムマシンに乗ったトランクスは未来の世界に到着しようとしていた。
Dun dun dun. So this isn't the end of Dragon Ball Z? This is not the last episode? But first, before we watch the last AMV, let me get another chance at trying to... Ooh, what happened here? Ooh, it's the first hour. How the hell? It was just the first hour, the last hour. How do we get another first hour, like right now? Is that how long it took me to finish? Yeah, I'm rolling HA because we're looking for Toranksuki. I heard that there is some filler coming, but it's 5 episodes, so I don't mind the 5 episodes so much because, you know, it's one day and done. The before, when it was like 10 episodes, it was like 2 whole weekends dedicated to filler. I didn't really like the idea of that. So I will one day get to the Maron filler, but I think next weekend I will be reacting to. This was a lot, so I think it's a nice conclusion for where we're at. So to take a little filler break, if it's just 5 episodes, I'm happy to enjoy that. Okay, let's go to the mod chat and then the third AMV. It will make DBZ last longer. Yeah, I always watch filler. It's just that the last 10 episode fillers came at a time where I didn't feel like taking 2 weekends off, you know, from the main story. That's why I just went, nah, we skip. But at this point, it feels like a nice conclusive time to enjoy some filler. No! Broly! Stop! That's Broly always jumping out of his Pokeball before I said so. Oh, it's... I've heard the song. That was so funny, the way that he walked really fast. Like this. Can you see me? Cool. I can see. Someone said those AMVs are the main reason people care about Broly. No, I think Broly's character was interesting by itself alone, but it was unrealized. Whereas these, yes, I agree. I understand that this is what really made. But people made this because Broly was memorable, because Broly was interesting, but yeah, the nostalgia, I think, is largely based on, not largely, but bigly. Largely makes it sound like I mean mostly, but I don't mean mostly. I just mean bigly. That's a word. So like a big portion, but not more than anything else. But I get him. He was just, I feel, unrealized in the movie. Like, it didn't have enough time to really explore him as an antagonist. I just rewatched this movie 3 weeks ago. This movie is actually bad, not gonna lie. I enjoyed them as a kid, though. That was not me. Shido said that. This is the song that we all sing, but none of us really knows the lyrics. You go... Broly is also a cash cow for Bandai. People spend like crazy for him. But because he's cool. He's interesting. He has like something about him. There was a Cascada every time we touch Gohan versus Cell edit. Oh please, I don't want to watch that one. Not now. Not with. It's still too fresh and too awesome. I don't want to. But I did love that song as a kid. Loved it. And that one. And I need you. Okay, wait, there's still memes and the trivia, so let me just... this is memes that Joan shared. This is me earlier with Paige. Kakaroto. And it just keeps going. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. That is hilarious. Peak comedy. Peak. And then last but not least, here looks like a Japanese one. I can only recognize that one. Kori? Oh, Burori Mato. I don't know. Poor Piccolo.
一生懸命に一体何と戦っているんだ。そうやな。イエーイ。
上手。上手。ご飯好き。That is the most weird, random, crazy. That's hilarious. Broly says, yay. That's what I would do with the riffs. Goku, my guy. Let's see. Here's a trivia. Oh, I'm saving this one. Save. Wait, there's a bit of a color glitch, but it's okay. I save. The first wish only revives those on Earth who were killed by Cell, while Android 17 and 18 never killed anyone except Dr. Gero. Android 20 killed half of a city's population in the manga, chapter 339. Oh, 20. Thus, it appears that the Z fighters, as well as Toriyama, completely forgot to revive them. Well, you know, sometimes people die. But that is kind of crazy. People actually died then. It's tough to remember. They don't keep a list. And they needed the second wish to take out the bombs. King of Furry says he does not believe that Mr. Satan defeated Cell, instead thinking it was someone like Goku. And the subsequent scene where Chi-Chi is upset because Gohan did not get credit for defeating Cell is exclusive to the anime. Rest in peace, Goku, and the farewell. Date, age 737 to 767, lived to be 30 years old. This image representing Goku's death in the Cell arc was also used for Akira Toriyama around the world when he passed away. That's what I was gonna say earlier. I don't know how to say it, but remember when I said I started too late? I didn't mean that I wish I reacted to this sooner. I just meant that it's sad when you only appreciate something after the author passed. It's not like I would be able to write him a letter or something, but knowing that I never could is somehow sadder. He knew, I hope. And it is sad when you think about how his legacy, like there's, what is it, 5-6 years now, they're fighting over the rights. It's sad to think that in the last few years of his life, there was probably stress regarding that stuff. And like, I wonder. But maybe it was like out of his hands. Maybe he just said like, you do, I don't know. And it's because they're so, how much money did that game make? Did you guys say before? The beautiful part is that what he created can't be undone. Yeah, $5 billion or something from the game. What's the game called again? So some of the people in my Discord play it. But I can't yet because it would spoil me. But I think because of all the money involved, people are going to be arguing about it for a long time. And it's a bit sad. Like, it feels like it sullies his legacy, but it doesn't really. Because, like you said, what he created is that, they can't take that away. You know, they can't... Dokkan Battle. Okay. I can't wait to play that one day. And all the games. I'll try everything. Okay, one last chance to get a Trunks key. So everyone visualize Trunks. Come on, let's go. Come on, Trunks key. Do it. Hi, Dark Shadow. Visualize Trunks, Dark Shadow. That's nice. Not Trunks, but he was my favorite male character early in my anime days, before he was my number one. I think he's like my number 2 or 3 now, but damn. Is this the second time you get his key in a DB video? I don't know. I don't remember when I got him the first time. This is my second key for Tamaki, and I love him. Cherry says, what the heck? Leave some key luck for us, girl. So this is Tamaki from Fushigi Yugi, which is a manga that I read some of it. I didn't have all of it, but I read some of it, and I really liked him, and my cat was actually named after him. And then this is Tamaki Suo. So, wow, that's really, really nice. Tamaki key. Let me just see, how do I put these keys for the bigger characters? Oh, it's next to her name, Ruby, and then the key over there. So wait, not bad. What does key mean on there? So, in this game, we reset the game every 4 months. But you collect anime characters. There's only one of each. So if I get Trunks, no one else can get Trunks. But every 4 months, we reset the game. So then, meaning all your characters are let go, and other people can take them. But if you roll the character while you own them, then you get a key, which proves that at some point you had that character and you rolled them. So it's just like for fun. I do have some Dragon Ball Z keys. I have a launch key, and I have 2 Bulma keys. I'm hoping to get a Trunks key though, in due time. So thank you guys. I have Apothecary Diaries to watch. I can't wait for next weekend. It was a wild ride. DBZ is over. Actually, no more DBZ from here out. This is where it ends. I'm stopping. It's done. I joke. I'll see you next weekend. Bye.